So I'm having a chat with Arnie from the Vaccines. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Yourself?
Good, yeah, not too bad. Thanks very much. First things first, we've just started playing a brand new single of yours called Jump Off the Top. What can you tell us about the single?
So that's probably, I think that's definitely the oldest song on the album. And we actually toured that. We played that live for probably about a year, year and a half maybe before we went into recording. So yeah, it's like an instigator, I guess.
Yeah, it's excellent. And that's off a brand new record of yours called Back in Love City. What can you tell us about the record?
The record is it's a colorful explosion. No, we made it in Sonic Ranch in Texas at the end of 2019. So we've been set on it for a while, but we didn't we didn't sit idle. We kept messing with the recordings for months and months afterwards because we realized that we weren't going to release it in the time frame that we had envisioned. So it's kind of been sort of brewing and changing and sort of it's dramatically different to what it sounded like at the beginning of 2020, but much better for it.
Yeah, and I mean a lot's happened between then and now with a pandemic getting in the way. Knowing that this album was recorded and kind of almost ready to go, as it were, you still kept a little bit busy by raising some money by releasing some tracks, and you released a little covers EP as well.
Yeah, we did that. Yeah, I guess like it's kind of like for a band like ours that's basically not done anything else for like 10 years or something, and it's like it was quite sort of debilitating not being able to do that constantly as we've always done. So we kept busy by entertain, just doing extracurricular stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And I mean, 10 years since your debut record now, 5 records in, how has the music evolved since the start through until now?
Well, at the heart of it, I think it's always like kind of been the same thing. It's kind of search for the greatest pop song, I think, but in different guises, and those guises kind of have changed, kind of, well, maybe dramatically. I don't know, over the years, but I think like we started out. It was obviously all much simpler back in the day when we were just like trying to make the most immediate, most direct, most no frills recordings we could possibly get away with. And we're like basically you weren't allowed to do a drum fill. Basically, like we just tried to keep it as simple and straight as humanly possible. And then just as it evolved, like we just kind of started embracing like modern production, so like ideology and so on and so forth, and that's kind of had a huge imprint on the sound, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And now looking to the future, you're on an intimate shows tour at the moment to promote this record. How was it being back on stage and performing live again?
It's been like revolutionary, really. Like I've been in London over the last few days, and last few weeks actually, and I've been sort of seeing old friends and old bands and sort of people that go back and play their sort of first shows post pandemic, and it's like it's almost like spiritual. It's like I don't think musicians really understood what they were missing when basically I've been in a loud room with drums like 3 or 4 nights out of the week, sort of every week since I was like 15, and not having that. It's like I don't think we realized how much we relied on it until we got it back, and it's always been like a spiritual experience, just like both watching peers do it and being able to do it yourself, and it's like indescribable, really. Like it's the energy has been most positive and most uplifting and most kind of engaging I've witnessed. I think just ever, really. Like it's been unbelievable.
Yeah, I can imagine. And off the back of that, you've announced some tour dates for next year. Quite nice, big run, including Wembley Arena.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So you can't be waiting to play to all those fans kind of in one go rather than the smaller intimate ones.
Well, it's a totally different experience, but equally exciting. Well, probably way more exciting. No, I don't really know. But yeah, no, it's very exciting. Like those big headline UK shows are always like our favorite shows.
Yeah, I can imagine. And obviously these are UK based at the moment. What's the plans with venturing further afield? Are there plans in place?
There are none at the moment. I think people are still hesitant to make plans that require crossing borders, and until there's like slightly more until the world is slightly more settled into this post-pandemic reality, I don't really know if we're going to be making any international plans.
Cool, excellent. And I mean, you've toured abroad before many times. Is there anywhere that you haven't been to before that you do want to get to at some point?
We've pretty much covered. We've been around a lot. But in all honesty, we've never been to a single country anywhere in Africa. So I think that would obviously be the next dream destination. But aside from that, it's just like just getting back on the road is a dream, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the record's only just dropped today, but with all that time you've spent at home quarantining and lockdown over the last year and a half, have you got more tracks written, demos done, kind of looking to the future and being ready for that?
Yeah. We've got plans in place. I don't really know how much I can discuss them right now, but we've got plans in place.
Do you think there's going to be more music sooner rather than later then?
Yeah, I would assume so, yeah.
Perfect. Excellent. Well, Arnie, it's been great having a chat with you.
Yeah, great to hear from you, yeah.